Bull flies, horse flies, and deer flies have got to be some of the worst flying, blood-sucking predators, and I want to share with you how I have discovered a great way to get rid of them. So I make a joke that living in Missouri, they have some of the biggest insects that I've ever seen. And I'm sure that there are other places in the States have the common problem of bullflies and horseflies. Basically, if you live anywhere that is close to a water source, that's got a woodland where you get high heat and high humidity, and you keep livestock that are bigger than chickens, you are going to encounter these giant, mean, blood-sucking flies. So to start with, I approached it the same way that I have approached flies in general, stable flies and regular house flies. I was looking at ways that I could keep them off the horse. So you can get fly rugs, you can get boots for the legs, you can use all kinds of sprays. And I did spend a fortune trying to protect the horse from the flies. But they are relentless, and there are so many of them, especially at this time of year where it's high heat and high humidity. So I started to look on YouTube for answers, to try and reach out and find other people who were also battling with horseflies. And I did find people who had made traps, who had good advice, and started to learn more about the life cycle of these flies. So basically, they're different to regular flies. They're actually quite like mosquitoes, but just supersized. So they're born in water, and they have quite a long life cycle. So as the larvae hatch and emerge, they start off as small, and then after every blood meal, they grow to, they can get to a couple inches big. They call them bullflies here. I'm assuming for the reason that their mouth parts are actually bad enough or big enough that they could actually pierce a bull's hide. So after some searching online, I eventually found fly traps that are specific for horseflies, deer flies, bull flies. But it wasn't going to be a solution for us because they also come with like a $300 price tag. And if you need 3 or 4 traps to cover a certain amount of acreage, that wasn't going to be sustainable for us. After that, I started looking into making my own fly traps, and basically the fly traps that are on sale for $300 are sort of a funnel net at the top with a trap bag, and then underneath is some kind of rubber ball that warms up in the sun. So these flies are attracted to heat, and the way that they work is that the balls heat up in the sun, the flies are attracted, and then because the flies take off in a vertical direction, they would get caught by the net and get caught in the trap. So the first thing I started looking for was a rubber ball, and at first I thought I was going to use a Swiss ball, but the problem with that is that it didn't have a little molded hook on the top, and also a funnel shaped net. It would almost, I was thinking of like the old ladies' corsets, you know, with the skirts. It would need to be something that big to actually cover the diameter of a Swiss ball. Anyway, during my search for trying to find something that was suitable, I came across these bug balls, and that's what I want to share with you today. These bug balls have been the best thing that I have found for dealing with these flies. So this is the bug ball. As you can see, it's covered in dead flies. There are, I'd say about 30 of them. Some of them have wizened up in the sun. I'm going to remove the dead bodies and then reapply the glue. And the glue needs to be reapplied every 2 to 3 weeks. I can hear one buzzing around me right now. I hate those things. I think one of the good things about this ball is that all that's on here are horse flies and some normal flies. I think the normal flies are probably attracted to the smell of the horsefly bodies once they're dead, but this bug trap doesn't attract any other bugs because it works on heat and not smell. Whereas some of your ranch fly traps and other traps where you put in like apple cider vinegar or sort of sugary sweet treats, they tend to attract and catch all of the pollinators that you don't want to catch. And they don't catch the horseflies anyway. Okay, so because I'm going to reapply the glue, I'm just going to go ahead it's not completely clean now, but it's better than it was. So this comes with a little brush dispenser, this pot. Sorry, a brush to put it on. But I find that it takes forever to brush the stuff on. So what I like to do that's why I've got the rubber glove on. I just pour it out of the can like this. And then I use the rubber glove to just smear it all around. Okay, there we go, it's recoated. So I'm going to let that heat up in the sun. I'm going to go and do the other one. So this is the other fly trap that I have, which is just outside of the pasture where the horses come later in the evening. I can already feel the ball heating up, and I will say that the glue spreads much easier when it's warmed up. So the balls and the little stands that I put them on, those little hooks, they're both in my Amazon shop. And I think you can buy a ball kit for around $30 or $40, which comes with the glue and the ball. And then I think the stands were either like $16 or $20 for two. But like I say, I'll put the link in the description box below. And hopefully it'll help you with your horsefly problem too. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the little brown spider creates a web around its victim. And slowly but surely, methodically, will then consume the beast for her little babies that one day will be born. She's creating an elaborate web around it. Most extraordinary. It's my David Attenborough impression.